There are 6 morning habits that will instantly make you a better goalkeeper. Because if you train hard all week but arrive at your Sunday match feeling tired, stiff or distracted, you're making goalkeeping a lot harder than it needs to be. And stick around, because the final habit makes all the other habits easier to follow. But first, let's start with the reason early kickoffs feel so horrible. Imagine you have a game at 9 on Sunday morning, the warm-up starts, but your legs feel heavy, your reactions are slow, and you spend the first 20 minutes trying to wake yourself up. You blame the early kickoff, but the real problem may have started on Saturday. All week you woke up at 7 before school, then the weekend arrived, you stayed up late and slept until midday. So when the alarm clock goes off early on Sunday, your body is not ready. It feels like you dragged it out of bed in the middle of the night. Now, this does not mean that you have to set your alarm clock at 6 and only sleeping for 4 or 5 hours. Getting enough sleep still comes first, but try to keep your wake-up time within roughly the same 1-hour window. So before your next early kickoff, do not only think about the time you go to bed the night before the game, think about the time you've been waking up as well. But even getting out of bed at the right time does not help much if you spend the first 30 minutes doing the next one. And this is one I'm guilty of as well. And we've probably all done it. You pick up your phone to check one message, then the next time you look at the clock, 20 minutes have completely disappeared. You're watching a goalkeeper make an unbelievable save in the 3rd division of Argentina, or even worse, a cat doing backflips. The problem here is not that you're using your phone, the problem is you haven't even gotten out of bed yet, and your head is already everywhere else. You're watching another goalkeeper train, opening 1 or 10 Snapchats from your friends, or thinking about something you can't do anything about right now. So keep this rule simple. Before you open social media, get out of bed, get dressed, open the curtains and drink some water. After that, use your phone, check your messages, watch the goalkeeper from Argentina if you really want to, and try this tomorrow and let me know how different your morning feels. And yes, putting your phone down gives you a few minutes back, but the question is, what do you do with those minutes? And this is the habit I noticed the most now that I'm 40. When I was younger, I could get out of bed and do absolutely nothing, turn up to training, and somehow my body would still be ready. But trust me, this doesn't happen anymore. If I wake up, sit at my desk for an hour, and then expect my hips, hamstrings, back and shoulders to suddenly be ready to dive and jump, for the first few drills, I normally feel old. But even if you're 14 instead of 40, you have still spent the last 7, 8 or 9 hours lying in almost the same position. And if the first thing you do after getting out of bed is sit down again, your body never really gets the chance to wake up. So before you sit down again, make it into a habit to move for 3, 4 or 5 minutes. I'm not talking about a full workout. You do not need to complete 100 push-ups, start sweating and turn your bedroom into a goalkeeper gym, but do a few hip openers, move through a few lunges, rotate your upper back and maybe circle your shoulders. And if you want to follow my full morning routine, stick around. I'll show you where to find it at the end of the video. But waking up your body is only half the job. You still need something to carry you through school, training and everything else you have that day. And this is where a lot of young goalkeepers make the morning harder than it needs to be. So imagine this. You leave the house with an energy drink or whatever biscuit you can find in the cupboard, then expect that to carry you through school and goalkeeper training later. Sure, you might feel fine for a little while, but by the time training starts, you're hungry, your energy has dropped, and concentrating through the whole session becomes much harder. And look, I get it, your breakfast does not have to look like something that's been prepared by a Premier League chef, but keep it simple: eggs and toast, yogurt and fruit, oats with milk, or a quick smoothie if you're running late. Always try to eat something that keeps you full, gives you energy, and includes some protein whenever possible. And if you struggle to eat in the morning, you do not have to force down a huge meal. Have something smaller, then bring some food you can eat later. So far, these habits have helped you arrive at training feeling more awake and ready, but the next one is where your morning can actually start improving your goalkeeping. And before I tell you what it is, open your TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. How many goalkeeper drills have you saved? Is it 10, 20, maybe hundreds. Now, be honest, how many of these drills have you actually tried? And how many have you done more than once? A lot of goalkeepers spend so much time collecting drills that they actually forget to train. Because you might think that improving has to be complicated. You think you need a pitch, a goalkeeper coach, 10 footballs and an hour of free time. But if you every morning choose one part of your game and you spend 5 to 10 minutes working on it, you can improve very fast. So for example, if your weak foot is the problem, make some clean passes up against the wall. If your first touch keeps letting you down, do a few minutes of ball mastery. And if you struggle to catch the ball cleanly, work on some simple hand-to-eye coordination drills. It doesn't need to look impressive. It doesn't need to turn into a full goalkeeper training session. It just needs to be something that will actually help you improve. Because 5 to 10 minutes working on a real problem will do more for you than saving another 10 drills you'll never use. And if knowing what to work on is something you struggle with, this is exactly why I created the Goalkeeper Training Program. It gives you a clear plan and step-by-step drills you can follow at home. I'll leave it down below. Go check it out. But choosing your 5-minute action while watching this video is easy. Remembering it tomorrow when you're tired, late for school is much harder. And that's why the final habit starts before you even go to bed. A lot of morning routines fail before the alarm even goes off. Because when you wake up tired, you do not want to start making decisions. What are you going to wear? What are you going to eat? Where's your water bottle? And which goalkeeper action are you supposed to do? And the more you have to think about it, the easier it becomes to grab your phone, rush out of the house and tell yourself you'll start properly tomorrow. So my advice, put your clothes out, fill your water bottle, make sure you have something ready for breakfast, pack your goalkeeper bag if you are training, and decide exactly what your 5 to 10 minute action will be. If you're working on your weaker foot, leave the ball somewhere you can see it. If you're doing some mobility, have the mat ready. And if you're working on your handling, you can sleep in your gloves. Okay, maybe not, but you get the point. And if you want to check out these goalkeeper gloves, I'll leave a link in the description as well. Earlier in the video, I promised to show you my full goalkeeper morning routine. I'll leave the video right here, click it and follow along.